Yo. Welcome back to another video, today being Friday. So y'all know what Fridays is and what that means. And if you don't, because you're new to the channel and this is your first time coming across any of my videos, first, I'd like to thank you for even clicking onto one of my videos. If you have never heard of me, greatly appreciate that love and support. But for those of you that don't know, every Friday, we have Fright Night Fridays. Fright Night Fridays consist of videos of short horror films and or some video games once we do start jumping into that genre of horror-based things, to where we come together collectively on Friday for the live premiere, to where we watch these things and we sit through them and we react to them, we analyze and we break them down, all of that good stuff, every Friday at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, every single Friday. This week's Fright Night Fridays, I wanted to start with the diet, right? If you saw the last week's Fright Night Fridays, there was a video in there called Diet, and it was very confusing because it was a guy who was eating some carrots and then he choked on the carrots, and then like a monster came out at the end. So it was like a very confusing video. So I went through and I was looking through the comments and stuff, and the first comment on the video was actually from Social House Films saying, "Are you confused?" And it was a link to this video. So I want to start with that so that we can jump into the making of the diet to see if that breaks it down a little bit more for us. And then from there, we're going to jump into our other animated videos. I don't know how many I'm going to be doing this time around. I think this one's going to be a shorter week than usual. Usually we're sitting around that 50 minutes to an hour plus length video. This one might be around 30 to 40 minutes, who knows? We'll see. But yes, as always, I greatly appreciate the love and support you guys show the videos on a regular basis. If you're liking the videos, if you're liking this series, please make sure that you are continuing to spam that like button, because it really does help the channel and supports our growth, which we're trying to get to 500 subs, as I've been mentioning in my last couple of videos. Now that we've passed 250 and we're over 300 now, I want to get to 500 so I can get that community tab, so I can be more human, I guess, if you will. I want to interact with you guys more. I want to comment with you guys more, and having that tab, that community tab, allows me to be able to post pictures of my outside life. I go to the gym a lot, maybe show y'all some workout stuff and stuff like that. So I want to be able to do that. So keep on chugging. As of right now, we're at 308 subscribers. So we're getting there quickly. So I greatly appreciate that support. Speaking, if you're new to the channel, please make sure I continue to spam that sub button. If you've been back here a couple times, smash the sub button, because why do you keep coming back here? Huh? If you're not gonna sub the smash button, so make sure you sub the smash button, smashing that sub button. Hit that bell notification off to the side so you'll be alerted whenever I post another video like this and or go live. And as always, if there's any content you would like to see created here on the channel, drop that in the comment section below. Without further ado, let's jump into the first one here.
So I've been wanting to put together a making of video for some of the shorts,
thank you
and I
very
figured
much.
What better film to talk about than
this is
our
very
most polarizing
confusing.
one,
Also,
Diet.
I'm eating grapes.
There's been a lot of theories out there about the meaning of this movie. Some of you got the joke and explained it even better than I could myself, calling it a deconstructionist joke, while others were just like, what the f did I just watch?
Exactly.
And while I strongly
that would
believe
mean
it's important to let the viewers interpret things
did I just watch
way,
me?
I figured a making of video wouldn't hurt. So if you're still confused or you just want your theories validated, well, you're in the right place. My girlfriend Victoria and I already made a few of these little bite-sized horror shorts, one of which, Bedhead, was actually released on Crypt TV, which was super exciting. Then we went crazy and spent almost a month putting together the Ice Cream Man, which featured a monster coming out of the freezer and human flesh melting like ice cream, because as independent filmmakers with small budgets, we love to keep things simple.
I'm gonna have to watch that one.
These short films and watching a ton of other short horror films online, I began to want a little more out of the story. I found most of these films, my own included, to be somewhat predictable. A girl is home alone, something creepy happens, she walks slowly toward the creepy thing, and then a monster appears and kills. It's effective, but not unlike anything I've seen a million times before. We were actually on a hike with our friend Wes, the star of Diet, and I was thinking, how can I play around with the predictable nature of these horror films while still keeping what makes them fun and scary? I thought it would be a funny idea if we made it as clear as possible that the main character was about to die in some sort of final destination kind of death, but over and over again he keeps on evading his death and
Right.
going about his night.
Okay.
First, the reckless cutting of carrots,
Right.
then the classic hand in the garbage disposal gag, then almost tripping on the carrot and
We just
falling
going to
down
ignore the
stairs.
fact that he pulled
Then
that
the
boy out that
alone in the shower
dirty ass
trope
garbage
we've seen
disposal
a
and kept
million
eating it.
times,
Like,
in
that's
Psycho.
disgusting.
Then a scary noise from the window, and then finally, he just dies of natural causes, choking on a carrot. The cherry on
I
top
don't
would
think-
be a
would
scary
you call
monster
choking
hiding
natural
in the closet
causes?
who sighs with
I don't think that's natural
disappointment because
causes.
she couldn't fulfill her duty to haunt and kill the main character. My
Ah.
concern was whether or not this joke or commentary or whatever you want to call it would read. And maybe part of why some viewers are confused is my fault for titling it short horror film. But in my opinion, it is
Nah,
a
that
short
ain't the
horror
reason.
film. It just has some comedy in it. Like my cameo as Gavin Brackett's the malnourished carrot enthusiast. Anyway, we shot the entire short over 2 days. I used my Blackmagic Ursa Mini Pro G2 camera with Rokinon Cine DS lenses. For some of those awkward shots like this one, I used a Blackmagic Video Assist monitor, which allowed me to push the camera right up against the wall and still see what I was shooting. Surprisingly, one of the hardest things to film was the carrot rolling to the edge of the stairs.
I
We
bet.
probably did, and this is no exaggeration, about 30 takes just dropping the carrot so it would roll right to the edge but not fall off completely. All of the tracking shots were done with this cheap but really useful glide gear dolly, which I bought on Amazon for about $300. I used a
Cheap,
collection of
$300.
cheap photography ring lights, daylight LED
I guess
bulbs,
in the grand scheme of
and
things,
this
that's
battery-powered
could probably
LED
be on the lower
light,
end
which I've owned for
in
about
terms of
7 years.
videography.
Not counting the gear, all in all, the entire short probably cost about $4, and that was for a bag of carrots, which we blew through in one evening. I used a bag of old celery to make the bone-cracking monster claw sound effects. It was a real vegetable extravaganza. For sound recording, I pretty much do everything separately on my Sennheiser MKH 416 shotgun mic. I have a music producer friend in Florida who goes by the name Robot Disco Puma, so he put together a small library
Robot
of drone
Disco
sounds, ambiance, hits, and stings,
The
which I use in
randomness
just about
names
every
just
short
meshed
we make.
together.
I cut the entire film in about a day and a half, and that includes the VFX shot of our monster. I'm somewhat new to After Effects, so this project was also an experiment to see how well I could turn Victoria into, as many of you would say, a carrot-loving closet grandma, which sounds like a euphemism for I don't even know. I had Victoria stand in the closet wearing these monster claws we bought from the Horror Dome for another project a while back. She went through the action as her normal self, then, without touching the camera, I shot the whites of her eyes, and then we held up the monster mask, also from the Horror Dome. This is a cool site, you should check them out. That way I could mask out some of the texture, the wrinkles and even the teeth, and then motion track that along with the whites of her eyes onto the original shot. For anyone interested in actually trying out this demon effect on their own, I actually put together
That's a
an
lot of
in-depth
work,
tutorial
y'all.
on my other
He said he
channel,
did that in a
Cinegwalk.
day and a half.
I'll
Like,
leave a link in
wow.
the description. I think
That
it was
and
nice
all
for
of the rest
Victoria
of the
to play
video
the
is
monster for a
crazy.
change, since she's pretty much been the star of every
Like,
other
I wish I
short
had
we've
that
made on this
level
channel.
of
Seeing
editing
Wes
skills.
step into the
Like,
lead role
I think
was
my
really
editing
fun to
skills are
watch.
pretty good,
He's
especially
great
to be
work with,
self-taught.
and his wild man look, I think, really
But
added
that
to the style
I haven't
we were
moved to
going for.
motion tracking and
Usually,
stuff like
you
that.
see a hot
that
girl
advanced.
home alone, investigating that creepy noise outside of the window. But here we have Wes, full beard, cut off gym shirt, reenacting classic shower scenes, complete with shower singing. It was just so nice having another person with us for the shoot. Usually it's just Aaron and I doing everything. We even start off every new concept saying, okay, what can we do, just the two of us, with what we currently have? And yet still we end up pushing the story to the point it's hardly doable for just two people.
Y'all be
Thankfully,
working
during
y'all
COVID,
ass off.
Wes
I
has
ain't
been
gonna lie
completely
to you.
quarantined just like
Victoria,
us,
you
so
something
it's
else in
been a
these
great
videos.
change-up for us to have him with us these last two short films.
For those of you still confused by this film, let me just end by saying, no, the moral is not to avoid eating in bed or don't peel carrots like a maniac. Although, please eat your vegetables and stay healthy. It's way more important now than ever. And since many of you have said that you want to see the full-length infomercial of the carrot diet, I'll just play that right now. I think eating carrots is a great way to lose weight. Like, I lose about 10 pounds every month or so, you know? So, I mean, yeah, so I've
This
lost about 100
commercial was a
pounds over the
trip.
past, 10 months. You know, I mean, sometimes you feel a little bit woozy because, you probably feel like you need protein or something.
'Cause you do.
But, you just have to trust the process. That's part of the process. So, and there's so many different ways to eat carrots. Like, you can steam them, you can just chop them up and eat them raw. That's usually what I do. Like I'll like just chop them up and put them in like a colander or something, and then just rinse them off and eat them. After a while, it's like really difficult to chew, you know, because like they're hard, you know. You're not just
so
eating
crazy.
like hard foods for a long time, and so you have to like really do a good
That's
job.
how they
of
be in them
chewing,
infomercials too.
You know, so that
Be
you
the
don't
happiest people on the
choke or
planet.
die or anything.
Every time.
But yeah, I mean, for the most part, like I think
When they
it's
know how to
done me
eat
well,
carrots.
and I definitely recommend it. You know, the carrot diet is like definitely
For a free
you know,
trial. But what's the trial though? That's
it
what's
just-
getting me.
Look at my
They're
before
carrots.
photo
Like,
and then look
what
at
I'm
the now and tell me if
trialing
you
for.
see a difference. All right, so yeah, that's the carrot diet.
Silly. All right. I guess since that came up, I guess we gonna watch that because it was in the thing. So next video is going to be the ice cream, man. That's just on the spur of the moment because that's not what I had in the game plan, but that's just spur of the moment. But yes, I'm glad we did watch that because I had no idea. I wouldn't have thought that, right? So like you have like these Final Fantasy gag type death situations of like, and obviously when you watch this stuff, you see, because you've seen that type of stuff happen in the video before. So it's like, oh, like is it gonna happen? They kept playing on that, and that's like I've said that before in the past when we was watching other horror films and stuff like that. It's being able to keep the audience like guessing throughout the duration of what's happening. And then at the end, like surprising them on something completely different that they're not expecting. That's how you make a really good horror film, is when you're able to play with people's imaginations. Like, oh, it's gonna be this, oh, it's gonna be that, like, and it's not. And then at the end, it's something completely different. That's what makes it. If I can predict it, yes, you might have some jump scares and stuff that still get me. But if I can predict it, it's not as enticing and entertaining as if the whole time I'm guessing and each guess is wrong, right? So that was that explanation of it made the overall video a little bit better for me, because at first I wasn't like feeling the video not too much, but that explanation definitely helped to elevate it to a higher status. So yes, let's jump into the ice cream man. They put an extra handle on the door. There's some fridges that's made like that, the handle like that, but not many. Most people actually have that installed custom. I know this because I worked in appliances for what, 3.5-ish years, somewhere around there. Some crazy. So I know a lot about appliances. Fun fact. What is she watching? Who lives in the freezer and gives you a treat. He'll haunt you all night the moment you eat. Really? Could you imagine, like, how petty is that? You throw it on the damn popsicle stick that you have to eat in order to see. Like, how petty is that? Can I like get a warning? Can I get like it on the outside, on the package maybe? You literally put that shit on underneath what I have to consume before I can see it. And now you saying that you're gonna haunt me all night if I eat it? Where my warning at? I like this kitchen. Kitchen real nice. Backsplash really good. Countertops, I love a black countertop. That's not granite though, I don't think. Nah. I love a nice little black countertop. Okay. We started seeing like air, like frost coming out. Why is the light red? That gotta be like playing on some sort of like, I'm not as much of a horror buff as other people, so, but I'm pretty sure that's playing, taking a spin on some movie with that red light. There's a lot of horror films and creators and stuff like that, they do stuff like that. So if you know like what movie or that might be inspired from, drop it in the comments. Like, I love horror, but I'm not like a horror buff, right? I mean, how did that get in there? Is my question. Like, there's no point in us reading the same thing we just saw, like, and we just read. My question is, how did this get in here? And where this music coming from? No, my questions. Follow-up question, don't go upstairs. Why are we going upstairs? I like how they're making this ice cream music, though. Creepy, though. I do like that. Take a classic song, slow it down, make it a little weird. There go another one. So now you playing with me. Every light in the house is a different color. That definitely has to be a play off of something. Where did you get all of these from? I only ate one popsicle. Like, did you eat the other ones? Follow the stick, let the popsicle guide. I promise you there's nowhere to hide. The ice cream man. I mean, leave the house. Hey, I ain't hiding, I'm just leaving. Hey, I'm just leaving. And you're gonna really follow it. This one say? Don't be shy, just grab one more. All it takes is a touch now. Open the door. How about close the door? Why did you break that? What is that about to do? Is this a weapon? Was that supposed to be? Was that supposed to be a weapon? Is my question. Oh. Okay. I like the text right there, animated text. I like that. I like that. That was a pretty good one, actually. That was pretty good, actually. I enjoyed that one. The thing I enjoyed the most is the as this is going in the background, we just talk. Cool. The thing I like the most, the music, the taking that classic ice cream song, and obviously it probably was a little bit different just so from copyright standpoints, but taking that and turning it and spinning it into something a little bit creepy, I like that. I enjoyed that. Playing spins off of that, and like I said, the lighting in there I felt was a spin off of something. Like I said, I'm not a horror buff, so I can't sit up there and tell you exact movie and blah blah, but it felt like it was a spin, or I shouldn't say spin. What's the word? A play off of something done in a classic movie. If you know, say it, because I don't know. So if you know, don't hold on to the information. Say it. But yes. Next, this video is Death Records Part 2. Like I said, when we watched Part 3, I didn't realize there was 3 parts, so we watched it out of order. So we're going to continue to watch them out of order. No, we're not going to Part 1. We're going to watch Part 2. Then we're going to do Part 1. We're going to go backwards. Everybody else went forward. We're going backwards. That's how we do it. This is the way I... All right, so we got the premise of Death Records, right? A record that's possesses the person that plays it. And our person, the last character, Victoria, she didn't die. right? And from my understanding, the people who listen or get possessed by this end up killing themselves. So this leaves the question as to why she didn't do that. Music. Okay, got a SOS Brillo pad. Is that bleach? Pickles? Where are you living? You ain't gonna throw that. Them need to go in the trash. Yep. Is this like a Airbnb situation and she's the owner and she coming to clean up? We not gonna clean. Look at the stain on the pillow. She don't smell it. And it's like, well, it's good enough. Oh, yeah. So this is Airbnb. Check-in is at 3. They know when the check-in is. They asked if they could check in early. Like, I hate that. Like, we know when the check-in is. We just asking if we could check in early. Yes or no. Don't send me when the check-in is again. Because I'm going to just send the same question. I love grapes. My favorite grapes are green grapes. You couldn't tell. Was this one of her records? What makes you want to play it? My question. Clearly it don't seem... I knew that was coming. Still got me though. Still got me though. Why? Why was the loud? Ah! What makes her want to play this? Is my question. Is she possessed already, or is slight possession taken? Because why?
Patient has been demonstrating an uncanny ability to persuade his victims, and I believe this phenomenon's power lives in a ritualistic chant, mind control on a level I've not seen before, telepathy, patrolling others. I watched as he directed our nurse to unleash him from his bonds. She acquiesced. He can control your mind. And once I learn how to harness this power for myself, there will be a great cleansing.
People really be killing her.
I can make you stop in your very tracks.
This sounds different though than...
I'll peel off all of your skin, and I'll start with your eyelids.
That's different. So same record,
I will cut your nose off,
but it's different. So does each person that listens to this?
Tell me.
Each person that listens to this, they hear something different, maybe? You bet not reach your hand and... Now, why they don't like, even if you not believing it's gonna possess you or anything like that, you have to understand that what you're hearing is not normal. Why would you want to listen to that? Even if you don't believe it, right? Why? What makes you want to listen to random moaning like that? I'm turning that off immediately. Now your hand's stuck. You want to be goofy. Oh, Is that...
And again, and again, and again.
What did we just see? Is that the first lady from the first one? Whoa! Damn. It had to have been the lady from the first one. Or I should say the first victim. Now she not in the tub no more? Blood's still there. She get up. Knife's not in the sink anymore. That was there. She been passed out for some hours. It's dark now. Leave the house. There you go. That's the first smart decision she done made this entire sequence of this whole sequence. Wow. So it don't let you leave either? So what? That makes me quite... I got chills, by the way. If you didn't, if you couldn't tell already. That's the first lady. Tragic. Got her. Oh my goodness. Whew. Boy. She's still alive? Oh no, they showing a record. I'm like, please, please, y'all terrifying me. Whew. Man, oh man. That was really good. That was really good. That was really good. I'm not even gonna lie to you. That was very, very well done. Yes. That was a really good one. I enjoyed that a lot. You know, we gotta let the credits play, make sure everybody gets that credit they deserve, because this is these short films from Social House Films be so immaculate, so well done. Once again, another one that's just extremely well done. But yes, it's a couple of questions that I have. It's like, because the third, obviously we're watching them out of order, so we don't know exactly what happened in the first one, but I'm assuming that lady that was in the tub is the first victim. And it looks like she got haunted by the second victim, got haunted by the first victim, but the third victim, or Victoria in the third one, she didn't get killed, she didn't die, she did the killing. She got possessed, she took the record out of the house with her, whereas the other second victim of that from what we just watched, she wasn't able to leave the house, right? So I don't know if it's a thing that stops you from leaving the house, period, or you got to take the record with you. But it's just like what happened to Victoria in the third part is completely different from what we saw in this part. And if that lady that was in the tub is the first victim, it looks like she got killed as well after listening to the record. So it's just like, what made Victoria's character get possessed, kill someone instead of herself, and then be able to leave with the record. What possesses, and then also we noticed that the song was different, or what played was different, right? So it's linked. The guy on there was talking about the same thing, like with the chant or whatever. It's like this thing is linked to the chant, so that was the same. But what she heard versus what Victoria's character heard in the third one was completely different. So does that mean each time, because it was the same record, the record was the same, so does that mean each time a person listens to it, they hear something different? So does it like make it change it up to where it's the best possible scenario in being able to possess this person, so they hear something different? Or is it linked to, I don't know, but those are my questions that I have for it. So after we watch the first one, maybe we'll be able to learn a little bit more, since the first one's supposed to be like the origin, I guess. So maybe we'll learn a little bit more about it. But there's a few questions. They're wonderfully filmed and designed, and sound, audio, just the beautiful short films. These have been these have been my favorites, honestly. You got these two, the chest one was good. There's a good number of them. They're all good for the most part, but these Death Record ones have been like top of the food chain, in my opinion. So yes, I enjoyed that one. That concludes this week's episode of Fright Night Fridays. Just 3 videos, as I mentioned earlier in the intro. It wasn't going to be as long. I'm like super busy this week, and I've been doing a lot of stuff, so I actually recorded these a little bit later in the week, so I don't have enough time to edit a full like 50+ minute video that I have been doing for the other videos. So because I started late in the week, I can't record more films because it'll take me longer to be able to edit those and break those down. So we're just going to do these 3 this week. They were really good though. I enjoyed them. Obviously the first one was just a understanding the video that we watched in the week prior, which still was really good because that helped me at least to understand. And then the other 2 were really good as well. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this shorter Fright Night Fridays this week. You know, we'll be back next week every Friday. As I said, every Friday at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Jump in with us during the live premiere. Jump in with us, analyze them, watch them, react to them. Let me know how you feel about them, rank them, whatever you want to do. We're just there to have a good time every Friday at 10:30 p.m. I do hope that you guys enjoy this video. As always, I greatly appreciate the love and support you guys show the videos on a regular basis. If you're liking the videos, please make sure you continue to spam that like button, because it really does help the channel and support its growth. If you're new to the channel, smash that sub button and hit that bell notification off to the side so you'll be alerted whenever I go live and I'll post another video like this. And as always, if there's any content you would like to see created here on the channel, drop that in the comment section below. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, y'all have a great day.